Hello, and welcome back to AstroCodex's channel. This is a quick mini guide to DragonFable's 2021 Black Friday sale, which lasts until next Friday, or December the 3rd. We'll talk briefly about what each of the items do, how much they cost, and why you might want to buy them. We'll start by talking about the 3 quality of life house items that are discounted 50% for Black Friday. First up, we have the Storybook Collection, shown on the left. This house item lets you access the 5 holiday storybooks: Hero's Heart Day, Lucky Day, Mogloween, Thanksgiving, and Frostfall. This means that you can acquire items and complete quests from any of these holiday events without waiting for the corresponding month. While this is technically a quality of life item, as you can simply wait until the seasonal events become available to everyone, it provides a ridiculous amount of quality of life, as you no longer need to worry about missing out on any of the big seasonal events and can take your time to work through them. For example, you can work your way through all the Mogloween masks at any time you want. In addition, you no longer need to wait months to get useful seasonal items such as Lucky Hammer or the Frostfall healing weapons. While normally, this item costs at hefty 5,000 DCs, the 50% off Black Friday sale means that you can buy it for 2,500 DCs until next Friday. Despite its significant price, I think the sheer utility of this item means that it's worth its price tag if you can afford it. Next, we have the Armor Portal statue item, shown on the right here. By clicking on the left portal, you can access the Armor Paint Fairy, which lets you choose your armor colors. By clicking on the right portal, you can access the Armor Customization interface, which lets you change the design of many armors. Normally, this item costs 1,000 DCs, but it now costs 500 DCs with the sale. If you're a big fan of DragonFable fashion and enjoy changing up how your character looks regularly, the Armor Portal statue could be for you. On the other hand, if you don't really change up your character's look much, I think you're better off making the trek up to the portal by the Falconreach Guardian Tower manually and saving the DCs. The third and final discounted item is the Greenscreen Mirror item, which lets you access the green screen room of the Falconreach Theater. In addition to being a place to take cool screenshots and play around with animations, the room contains the green screen dummy quest, which lets you test your class's skill against the training dummy. Normally, the mirror costs 500 DCs, but it now costs 250 DCs with the sale. As with the Armor Portal statue, I recommend buying it if you really like taking screenshots of your character or testing skills versus the dummy. However, if these aren't things you do often, I would instead recommend saving your DCs and just making the trip down to the Falconreach Theater manually. In addition to the 3 discounted items, we also got 2 new Black Friday exclusive cosmetic house items for 150 dragon coins apiece. As their names suggest, the pile of gold and the pile of dragon coins are piles of gold and dragon coins, respectively. They change appearance based on how much gold and DCs you have. For example, here's some earlier footage from when I had fewer than 10,000 dragon coins. As they are purely cosmetic, I buy them only if you like how they look, and skip them otherwise. This concludes my mini guide on DragonFable's 2021 Black Friday sales. What do you think about the items on sale? Would you be interested in a more complete Dragon Coin spending guide, complete with my rankings of the most important items? Should I make a guide to houses for endgame players and explain why I've set up the house the way I have? What other guides should I make next? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and good luck.